Entering menu narration pop-up. Do you want menu narration? No, turn it off.
There's something in the air. From Friday nights to Saturday lights. Chapel Hill to Pasadena. It crackles down our spines. Tradition, tension, roars that remind our rivals they're not in Kansas anymore. It's electric. It shocks our nerves and ignites a place where the ground shakes. But our pride doesn't. Where our coach, scheme, playbook, and character are unlike any other. There's something in the air. It builds us up, breaks them down, and gives the stadium a pulse built on pride.
Welcome to Blacksburg and Virginia Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son, it's time for Enter Sandman. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds and the ball will be... .40 to start this drive. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Spinderella. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Virginia Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Drones. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, And that is a missed opportunity.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that's where they'll have to down it just inside the 50-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Hokies headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll give it to the back. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Offense facing 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And the Hokies will move the sticks.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Swings it out to the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Ennis. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Grabbed over the middle, it's Selden. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the ball out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And the Hokies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Drones. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hokies will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Well, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's...
The sticks for a 1st down. And the Cavaliers have their offense in high gear. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ennis. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice.
Touchdown, Cavaliers! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
To the air, it's Drones. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He might want another play. The play action fake. Creates a little room. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Rifles it down the middle. And he's got it inside the 25. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Hokies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Dropping back, it's Morris. Right on the money. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real thrilling performances, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Cavs and Hokies. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Virginia Tech and Virginia plays out.
The Cavaliers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing. The assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is, and you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Hokies will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
A low line drive and short kick. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll try it over the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far.
He's loose on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Virginia.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Back to throw, it's Drones. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He slings it deep to the left. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got out of trouble and throws. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Safe completion on the screen.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
To the ground with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Takes it from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Hokies are in the hurry up.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dan.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Final minute now of the third quarter. From the gun, give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Dropping back, it's Morris. Good timing on the quick out. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Cavaliers have this offense rolling. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. He's looking to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And to christen this fourth quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Back to throw. It's Drones. Caught over the middle. It's Sullivan.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Catch in the middle. It's Sullivan. The Hokies have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football.
He's got it up to 30. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Grab behind the line. It's Courtney. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Back to pass, it's Morris. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with it? Big one, that guy.
The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Courtney. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5, and is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Green. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, 2nd guy finally did.
Man, this is really good complementary football so far. Like, you're down in the 4th quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on 1st down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Hits the seam wide open. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looking downfield, it's Drones. That's caught. It's Selden. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Complete downfield. He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Looking to throw. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the...
Virginia.
35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple timeouts if they want to use them. So the Cavaliers take down the Hokies to claim the Commonwealth Cup. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, you take the rankings, you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.